What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, we're creating a sketch illustration of Baymax. Let's begin today's lesson at the top of our page and sketch a small oval for the head. We use a side grip, sketching with a flat edge. Let's start at the very top. Just going to lightly work our way around towards the bottom of our oval. And then bring that back up towards the top. And then from the top center of our oval, we're going to draw a straight line coming all the way down towards the bottom of our page. Let's go to the center of this line and draw a guideline going out towards the left and then the right side. Now I'm going to sketch a large circle overlapping the center of the head coming down towards that center line. So let's start right in the middle of the oval, go all the way around towards the left. Bring that in towards the center, and we'll go all the way around the right side. Now you want to twist the body over towards the left. So let's start from the top of our circle. It's going to bend this out towards the left side, come down, and then bend that back in towards the bottom of our center line. Let's add a seam across the center of the body, starting over on the left, curve this up, and then back down on the right. Now to go to the left side of the body, draw a straight angle line, coming all the way across, coming down towards the bottom of the right leg. And then we'll flatten off the bottom of the foot with a straight line. And then we'll connect the top right to the outside of the foot with a straight angled line. Let's go back to the top of the right leg. We're going to bend the outside of the left leg going out and then bring that straight down. Now the bottom of the left leg is going to be a little bit higher than the one on the right. So we're going to step up, sketch a line coming across, angle this up and in toward that center line. Now I'm going to go back up to the top on the side of the head and draw two large circles for the shoulders. Let's start on the left. Go all the way around, pull that in across the body, and then back up towards the top. Now on the right side, we're just going to step out and do the same thing. Drawing that same size circle, going all the way around. Let's go to the center of the left shoulder, draw a straight angled line coming down and out towards the elbow, add a circle on the end. Let's go to the center of the right shoulder, come down and out, and we'll draw in that same size circle. Let's go to the center of the left elbow, angle the arm coming down and out towards the end. Now draw a larger circle for the hand. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're just going to bend this in, and then we'll draw that same size circle. Now you want to place the wings in behind the body. Let's start on top of the left shoulder, draw a straight angle line going up and out. Do the same thing on the right. Now from the top, we're going to slope the wings coming down and out towards the end. And we'll round out the bottom of the wing and come back in towards the shoulders. So come down and bend that in. Now that we have the basic shape of our drawing, we're going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Let's start with the head, inside the right shoulder, and across the body. Now that we established the pose of our character, we're going to add a second level of detail. Let's add an opening on top of the left shoulder, starting from the inside along the top. So we go around and just pull that back in toward the side of the body. Let's go to the top of the right shoulder, curve this up, then bend that in towards the inside of that circle. And it will flatten off the bottom of the shoulder, coming down, then bending that out. Let's add some thickness to the right arm, starting underneath the shoulder. We're just going to come down and out towards the bottom of the elbow. Go to the outside of the shoulder, come down and in towards the outside. Now going to the outside of the left elbow, I'm just going to angle this up and in underneath the shoulder. Let's add that seam across the center of the body. Starting on the right side of the head, just going to bend this out toward the left and then bring that down. Then going over toward the left side, do the same thing. Let's connect the bottom with a straight line going across. Now let's add some shape across the bottom of the upper torso. On the left side, curve this out and then down. Go to the right side, going out and then down. And then curve this out and then up towards the side. Let's flatten off the left side of the body with a straight angled line coming down towards the hip. Let's add that trim going across the waist. Start with a straight line going across the middle. Bend this up and then out. Let's go to the inside of the right leg. We're going to add a curve going up, around the hip, and then back down on the outside. And then round out the outside of the lower torso, starting on the left hip, curve down, and then bend that in. Let's separate the left leg in half. Starting out here, draw a straight line coming in. Go to the halfway point along the right leg, curve out, and bend that up. Now you want to add some thickness to the left forearm. Starting from the top of the circle, curve this up and then in towards the elbow. And then from the bottom, go in and then bend that up in behind the body. And then we'll round up the right forearm. Starting from the top, go around and then down. Come around the outside and then back in. Let's round out the top of the wing, just taking out that sharp point with the curve. Now we're going to move up and add some detail to the head. Starting from the left side, I'm just going to add a curve coming down and then up. And then from the side, we're going to step in, draw two straight angle lines coming down towards the bottom of the head. Connect the ends with a curve, coming down and then back up. Now on either side, we're going to sketch a small circle for the eyes. Connect the inside with a straight line. We're also going to pull up the bottom of the mask. Start with two straight angle lines coming in, just underneath the eyes. Close this off with a straight line. And then we'll add the antennas on the side of the head. Starting from the left side of the oval, go straight up towards the top. And then we'll taper that down towards the side. And it was down and in towards the side of the head. Now from here I'm going to add a little bit more shape to the hands. Let's start on the left side. Start from the top of the circle. It's going to curve this in and then down towards the bottom right. Let's square off the ends with a straight line coming out. Close off the bottom with a straight line. Let's go over towards the right side. On the inside of that circle, start with a straight angle line. Come down around the outside of that circle. Close this off with another straight line. Now let's add some more shape to the legs. We're going to connect the top of the hip to the knee with a wider curve. I'm just going to bend this out and then pull that in towards the knee. And then we'll round out the inside of the calf. From the knee, bend this in and then out. Let's round out the thigh on the right side, pulling this out on the inside and outside coming in towards the knee. And we'll also round out the lower leg, starting from the inside, come down and then bend that in, going out and then down. Now we're going to block in that trim around the shoulders. Starting from the top, it's going to bend this down and then out. Go to the top of the right shoulder, come down and then out. And now that we've established our rough sketch, we're going to go back in with the tip of our pencil and start adding some details. Let's start with the head along the inside of the mask. Starting from the outside, I'm going to bend this down and across. Just pull that up on the right side. I'm just going to bend the sides of the mouse coming down and pull that in towards the middle. I'm going to trace out those circles on either side, and then we'll fill them in. And then draw that line across the center. Let's add a light shadow on the outside, just to create a little bit of a bevel and shadow. And then working our way up towards the top of the head. Now we can readjust the shape and placement as we go. Let's add that detail in the center of the forehead. And a seam across the collar. And then we'll work our way around the left side of the body. Now from here I'm going to move down and start detailing out the hand, starting with the fingers. Adding that edge across the palm. And we'll stack the fingers coming down. Now layering the forearm in behind. And then the upper arm. Let's go back and darken up each of the fingers and the thumb. Going around the circles. Now I'm going to add that detail across the right chest. Just pulling this in from the shoulder and wrapping this around towards the back. Now we're going to jump down and start adding some detail to the right leg. And then with the thigh in place, finish off the lower torso. Now adding that trim across the knee, and then go in and darken that up. Now I'm going to go back and layer the left leg in behind. Now tucking the foot underneath the leg, coming in towards the heel, and then we'll darken that up. And now we're going to go back and start adding some detail to the left arm, starting along the top, towards the elbow, Now going back up to the top and tracing out the wings. Now I'm going to go back with the side edge of my pencil and add an even shade across the entire body, but we'll go around the eyes. And this will help remove some of those guidelines. Darken up those areas around the shoulders. And then the center of the body. Let's go back and add a little bit more contrast to the darker areas. I'm going to also leave a little highlight on the left side of the knee. We'll darken up the feet starting from the inside on the right, and we'll fade that out. And go back to the right side of the body on the lower torso. I'm just going to darken this up and then fade this out as you come towards the left. And adding another shadow across the top. Now to give our character some shape, we're going to add some shadows along the bottom edge of the body. So start off a little bit darker, and then just fade that out as we go up. So we're going to start with the back wings. And we'll darken up that shoulder area to create some contrast. And we'll do the same thing over on the right. And we'll go back to the base of the left shoulder and darken up the bottom, and then we'll fade that shadow up. I'm going to go back and just tighten up our shadows. And as we get closer to the end of our drawing, we'll tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more detail. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Baymax. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your request in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.